Give me some Ingram. It's a coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cleveland Browns. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, leading rusher amongst QBs in 2018, Lamar Jackson.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, Week 2, he was electric. See what Week 3 has in store. This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
In an NFL that's uncertain from year to year, you know what you're going to get from year to year from tight end Kyle Rudolph. Very consistent, a nice threat in the passing game. The thing he's most proud of is continued improvement as a run blocker.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Throwing is Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 4 catches, 62 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the focus will definitely be on wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. after the trade from the New York Giants to the Cleveland Browns. How will he mesh with his new quarterback Baker Mayfield? And can they be the duo that leads Cleveland to the playoffs for the first time since 2002?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Coming to you.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Come on. Jump.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run with Travis Homer, the rookie from Miami. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. Past the 20. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson to Thompson on the screen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Jackson's pass complete to Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown, Rams.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And complete, right side to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a man who really stepped up last year, this is Matt Breida. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Mahomes firing complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Draw play, Ingram now. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram. He's trying to escape. He won't. He's taken down. Ingram taken down to the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jackson now to throw again. Smith catches left side.
Jackson's pass.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now this throw caught left side. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Leads to 3rd down and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
Brings up third.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And Cook has it, left side. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Going on the ground with Homer. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Quincy Enunwa couldn't reel that one in, and it's 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, and en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by Trey Quinn. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll buy some time right. He's to the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. Jackson, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Quincy Enunwa, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ingram. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now Darquan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Ingram. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Yellow. 53, check 53. Man, I got you.
They'll try to run with Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, and he slings one that's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
Here's Jackson throwing again on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Jackson.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now it's Jackson. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw to Thompson on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10 to Thompson on the draw. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
12 yards there and a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw, and he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal? And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Now McManus for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Benson Mayowa. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by a field goal, 1:55 remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Super Cravens in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. Back to throw. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And an alley to run.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll run with Darquan, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's Jackson out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming right.
On the run, Darkwa. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Smith catches left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Ingram, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
Defense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they like to let them stand.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On 1st down, Mahomes. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Ingram. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
A 32-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.